Hello everyone. So this is our session number 4 on the surveying 2 subject unit number 4 course. So today we are going to see the theory and problem on compound curve. So first of all we'll see that what do you mean by a compound curve. So till now we have seen that a simple circular curve is nothing but which is been connected by a common intersection point and in which the tangent length is common to both the sides. Okay, and with a common origin, and the radius is a same one throughout its length. But when two radius or the two curves of simple circular curve are to be connected, in that case a common tangent is likely to be provided, so which is nothing but a compound curve. So from this figure it is clear that there are two simple circular curves which is having a smaller radius and another is a larger radius which is been connected by a common tangent, that is DE. So AB and BC are the rear and that is backward and forward tangents which are being connected by a common tangent, that is DE. Okay, so we'll see the definition of the compound curve. So when it is not possible to connect the two tangents by one circular curve, it becomes necessary to make a suitable common tangent and set out two curves of different radii to connect the rear and forward tangents, what I told you before. So this type of curve is known as a compound curve. Okay, so in this case there will be two deflection angles. Phi 1 will be the shorter curve or the deflection angle for one curve, and deflection angle will be different as the radius are different. So chainage T1 and chainage T2 are nothing but our the two tangent points, and the point of compound curvature is nothing but T2, where the first simple circular curve of one radius changes its radius into the second. So that point we call it as a point of compound curvature. Okay, so basically formulas required or steps involved for solving this problem, we will see this. So phi is nothing but the summation of phi 1 plus phi 2, that is the deflection angle of first arc and the deflection angle of the second arc. Ts is nothing but the distance of the shorter curve from the intersection point, that is in this case it was the intersection point is B, so the distance Ts is nothing but our BD plus DT1. Okay, similarly the distance BT3, that is tangent length of the longer side of the longer curve, is nothing but the summation of BE and ET3 that I have written here. Next, common tangent is nothing but the tangent length of the shorter curve plus the tangent length of the longer curve, that is summation of the D2, that is this tangent length will be common here, dt1 will be equal to dt2 and that is of the shorter curve in this case, and the et2, that is of the tangent length of the longer curve, will be same of that of the et3 for the longer curve. Okay, so which we can calculate by regular formulas, r tan phi by 2, that is tangent length for the shorter curve, and the tangent length for longer curve it is rl tan phi 2 by 2, corresponding its deflection angles are to be substituted there. Next step, so in this case the major task is to calculate the distance BD and BE, because unless and until we are not knowing this distance BD, it will be unable to calculate the tangent or the change of T1 from the intersection point B. So because the formula for calculating the change of T1 will be nothing but change of intersection point minus this total entire distance, that is BD plus DT1, will give us the change of T1. So unless and until we are unable to calculate the BD distance or BE distance, we will be unable to calculate the change of T1, change of T2, which we call it as point of compound curvature, and that of change of T3. Okay, so for that purpose we are going to apply the sine rule. Okay, for the triangle this B, D and E. Okay, so sine rule is nothing but angle to the opposite side, the ratio of opposite side of that divided by sine of that angle. So in this case, if I am interested in finding out the distance BD, so divided by sine phi 2 is the ratio. So BD upon sine phi 2, again BE upon opposite angle sine phi, and DE upon sine, this angle should be equal to 180 degree of the triangle. So I deducted 180 degree minus summation of phi 1 plus phi 2. So finally it becomes sine DE upon sine 180 degree minus phi. So in order to calculate BE, just I have taken this sine phi 1 on the side of the DE. So you can calculate the distance BE, and similarly BD by transferring this sine phi 2 on the another side, we can calculate the BD. So now curve length as usual common, pi r phi by 180 degree of the shorter curve, and in order to calculate the curve length of the long curve, make use of the corresponding radius of the long curve and that of the deflection angle. So now next step is the calculation of the deflection angle of the short curve. Regular formula that we have seen in the previous session, that is 1718.9 into its chord length divided by r, that is radius, into 60, and corresponding deflection angle for long curve you are supposed to calculate. Okay, so where CS is the chord of short curve and CL is the chord of long curve. So as I discussed that unless and until you are not going to calculate the total distance from the intersection point up to the change of T1, that is TS, it will not be possible to calculate the change of T1. So we have calculated previously. Okay, so this distance BD now we have calculated, and TS is known to us, small ts, that is the tangent length of the shorter curve. So adding this BD plus DT1 and deducting it from the change of B will give me the change of T1. Okay, so similarly change of T1 formula is change of intersection minus TS, change of T2 is equal to change of T1 plus curve length of the short curve, and change of T3 is nothing but change of T2 plus curve length of the long curve. So these formulas will be clear to you from the following problem which we are going to solve it right now. Okay, so this is one of the problem which has been asked in the previous question paper. So I'll just read it out. Two tangents BA and AC are intersected by a line EF. The angles BEF and angle EFC are 140 degree and 145 degree respectively. The radius of the first arc is 600 meters and that of the second arc is 400 meters. If the change of intersection point A is 3030 meters, find the changes of tangent points and the point of compound curvature. So in this problem they have told that BA and AC are the two tangents that are being intersected at the common point A, because you can see here A is the common between the two lines, and EF is been intersected to these two main alignments BA and AC at the points E and F respectively at an angle of 140 degree and 145 degree. And they have also mentioned that the radius of the first arc is 600 meters and the radius of second arc is 400 meters. So longer curve is on the left hand side and the shorter curve is on the right hand side. Also they have provided the change of intersection point A. Okay, and they have told to find out the changes of tangent points. So that is nothing but your change of T1 and T3 and the point of compound curvature which is called as our intersection point T2. Okay, so first of all we'll write down the given data what is been given in the problem. So radius of the longer curve they are given as 600 meters, radius of shorter curve as 400 meters, angle BEF it is 140 degree, angle EFC is 145 degree, change of intersection point A is 3030 meters, and they are told to find out the change of tangent points, that is T1 and T3, and point of compound curvature T2. So first of all, we'll draw the diagram, because unless and until we are not having the reflection angles phi1 and phi2, we will be unable to calculate the tangent lengths, curve lengths, and correspondingly changes of T1, T2, and T3. And also we will not be unable to apply the sine rule. Okay, so first of all we will draw the sketch. So in this sketch it has been clearly known to you that this is the intersection point A, okay, where the AB and AC are intersected, and EF is the common tangent point. So in the problem they have provided the angle, this BEF is the 140-degree angle, and angle EFC it is 145-degree. So total it is 180-degree. So 180-degree minus 140-degree will provide me the sine, this phi1, which I have calculated here, 180-degree minus angle BEF, which comes out to 40-degree. And in order to calculate the phi2, 180-degree again here minus this 145 gives me the phi2, that is 35-degree. Next step is to calculate the tangent length, that is T1E, which is equal to ET2. So T1E will be equal to ET2, and FT2 will be equal to this FT3. So by making of the formula R tan phi by 2, I am going to calculate first of all the ET1, that is tangent length for the longer curve, and that of the tangent length for the shorter curve. In this we are going to find out the distance total EF, which we call this as a common tangent, that is the summation of ET2 of, that is tangent length of the longer curve, and T2F, that is the tangent length of the shorter curve, which is important to us in order to find out the distance AE and AF in the sine rule. So we have found out here by making of the formula R tan phi by 2, radius of the longer curve we have taken here 600 meters, which is given in the problem, 40-degree angle of the longer curve, and correspondingly tangent length of the shorter curve also we have calculated here by making of the formula regular R tan phi by 2. So as I told you that common tangent EF is the summation of ET2 plus T2F. So we have calculated above, just make the addition of that, 218.38, that is the tangent length of the longer curve, and 126.12 meters is the tangent length of the shorter curve. So the distance EF is nothing but 344.5 meter, that is the common tangent length. So now calculate the curve length. So by making of the regular formula pi r phi by 180 degree, make use of the corresponding values. So for the longer curve I have taken 600, the value comes out to 418.88 meters, and for the shorter curve radius is 400 meters. Correspondingly I have taken the deflection angle 40 degree for the longer curve, which we have calculated previously, and 35 degree for the corresponding our shorter curve. The value of the curve length for the shorter curve comes out to be 244.35 meters. So now we are going to apply the sine rule in the triangle AEF. Okay, as discussed before, unless and until we are not knowing the distance AE, we will be unable to calculate the change of T1. So now we have found out the distance T1E, ET2, T2F, and FT3. Okay, so now we will apply the sine rule. So AE upon sine phi 2, opposite angle, AF upon sine phi 1, that is opposite, and EF upon sine 180 degree minus phi, that is this angle. Okay, so now AE, as usual I told you that sine phi 2 has been transferred here, and this value is been calculated. So EF is the total distance which we have calculated previously, that is The common tangent length distance 344.5 meters I have taken here. Okay, and sine 180 degree minus 105 degree into sine of 35 degree. So a question might be there that the summation of this phi 1 and phi 2 comes out to be only 75 degree, that is 40 and 35 degree. Okay, but let me clear out that phi is the summation of these angles only, phi 1 and phi 2, which is outside, which comes out to be 75. But we are applying the sine rule for this triangle, and the summation of the angles which is present inside this triangle should be 180 degree. So this is our 40 degree, that is phi 1, and phi 2 is our 35 degree, and remaining will be 180 minus this 75, which comes out to be 105 degree. So I have took here 105 degree. So according to that I calculated the distance AE, and similarly AF, EF upon sine 180 degree minus phi into sine phi 1. Okay, and AF I have calculated, which comes out to be 229.25 meters. So now further AT1. Okay, so now we have calculated the distance AE, also AF. So now we are going to calculate the total distance AT1, so that it will be easy to just substitute the value of the total distance AE and ET1 in order to deduct it from the change of A, that is intersection point, to calculate the change of T1. Okay, so that we have done here. AT1 is equal to AE plus ET1. So AE is 204.57 and ET1, that is the tangent length of the longer curve, is 218.38 meters, which comes out to be 422.95 meters. So now we are at the final stage in order to calculate the change of T1. So change of intersection point minus AT1. So change of intersection point was 3030 meters, and the AT1 which I calculated right now here, it is 422.95 meters. So the change of T1 comes out to be 2607.05 meters. Now in order to calculate the change of T2, just we are supposed to add the curve length of the longer curve, so that we can calculate the change of T2 in the change of T1. So the change of T2, that is nothing but point of compound curvature. So for the purpose, formula is change of T1 plus curve length, that is of the long curve. After substituting the change of T1 value here and the curve length of the longer curve, I am getting the change of T2 as 3025.93 meters. And last, change of T3, similarly change of T2 plus curve length of the short curve will give me the value 3270.28 meters. Okay, so this was the problem regarding the compound curvature. In the problem they told us to find out the changes of the points, that is change of T1 and change of T3 and point of compound curvature. This was the task only they have asked in the problem, so we have calculated those values. If you are having any kind of doubt regarding this, you can leave a comment below here, or you can contact me. Thank you.